Hey, so what's up, Cooper's Automotive? 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee loaded. Everything. It came in a few months back. I didn't have time to get into it. Customer on vacation. Now I've got the vehicle. We have an ABS code for this right front wheel speed sensor problem that we're having here. And so we need to determine, is it the wheel speed sensor? Is it the hub? Something wrong with the hub not sending a signal into it? Or ABS module, what's going on? So I've already dug into it. I've already figured out what's going on, so I'm not going to bore you with all the details. I don't remember the code for right front wheel speed sensor is what I'll tell you. There was a couple other codes that I'm going to look into after I fix this problem. So let me show you how I tested it and what I found. Okay, so there's all kinds of different ways. So I took this vehicle up. The wheel speed sensor is right here. Comes around, goes underneath that fender right there. And then right there, I can get a bit, is the harness right there. And I've unplugged it. It runs up underneath this fender right here, and then the other connector. So as I say, you could throw a sensor on it if that's what you want to do, or you could actually diagnose it the easy way and find out what's wrong. So the first thing is, I know there's no signal coming from that sensor to the computer. So when I had the scanner on it, the left side was working, but as it said, the right side was not. So I took a couple test leads here, plugged them in to that harness right there that's going back to the, I plugged it into the wheel speed sensor right there. And then I went to the other side, on this side, the left side, which I knew was working, got right into that harness right there, going back to the computer. Because I know this side works. I want to confirm that so basically I wanted to confirm that my sensor and hub and all this stuff was good. Verify that first. My jumper lead wires, my connectors, connected, ran across it, looked at my scanner, and I had a good signal coming again from the left side. So I made it think that the right side was the left side, and it had a signal. So then I took that sensor, just so you know that that's all good, plugged it back in. You know you don't have, there's a problem going from there back to the computer, because you know all that stuff works. At that point, what I did is I ran my power probe to that plug, and I went to the computer. The color codes on this particular sensor are green and white, and green and purple. We'll show you the other end. Okay, so you're going to need to dig out your air box. All right, I don't show you all the boring stuff in between. Why? It's useless. Get to the point. Take your air box out. Everybody knows how to unbolt that. Right down there, it's your ABS module. Unplug it there. Find your two wires. Zoom in here a lot. All right, find your two wires coming up through here. There's your green and white, green and purple. Probe into it. And over here, I got a test light. I got the other end of the test light run to a ground over here on that side. Now, I can go back to the wheel with my connectors, plug in, power up one side, look for 12 volts on here, go to the other side, look for 12 volts on here. I did that. What I found was the purple, green and purple right there was no problem. But I didn't get anything on the green and white. Open wire. Plain and simple as that. Test it for ground. It's not grounded. Tested for short to powered. Obviously, it's not shorted to power. So from that point, I said, hey, we've got to follow the wiring harness. So I started following the wire harness up, goes underneath this coolant bottle, and comes up in there, just feeling along it. I didn't see anything wrong with it. I did wiggle the connector on the back side. I actually back probed on the back side of that green and that white wire, and then checked it again just to make sure it wasn't broken right at the plug, because that can be common, and it was not. So then it follows, and it goes kind of up through the firewall here, comes back around that way when you're following the wiring, and determined that actually by looking at the computer again right here and following the wiring up this fender, up through here, and the master cylinder's right here. So when I did that, I took a peek down inside of here, and that's what I saw right there. So we have a rodent that has been in here chewing up stuff, insulation, making a nest. And if you look way, way down there, I don't even know if we can get a picture of it. Way down there, I don't know if I can blow it up enough. Right there, that harness has been chewed in two down there. So to get to that harness down in there, I'm going to have to pull that master cylinder out. This front little cover right here that's in front of it, pull this cover out, pull the master cylinder out, unbolt all that. I'm going to have to pull the power brake booster out right there and get down there and repair those wires. So that's going to be the fix. We'll see if I continue on after I've got everything out and show you the broken wires down inside there. There could be some others, but we'll find out tomorrow. Thanks for watching. All right, we're back. I got everything in there. I plugged off the power brake booster vacuum hose, plugged in the sensor to the booster, of course, plugged in the master cylinder, but it's low on fluid, so we're going to have that code. I ran a health check, cleared all my codes on the system. And what I need to see now, just going to look, do I have a right front ABS wheel speed sensor? So let's go into it. This happens to be the launch X431 5. No codes in the enter in. Let's go to data stream real quick. Data stream. Let's just pick up our sensors. Wheel speed sensors. Let me get down here. We just want left front and right. Select them. And we'll graph them for fun. All right, let me go spin our right front real quick and look at it. And as you can see, it jumped up there. The other one jumped up because the wheel was spinning on both sides, four-wheel drive. So we've got a fix there. So there you have it. The rest is just putting the booster back in. Some of you guys like to see everything completed, but basically it is completed. Take my wires up, make all that smooth transition and get everything put back together and then go test drive it. If there's anything else to be followed up on this video of the 17 Jeep Grand Cherokee, I will let you know, but I believe that's going to be it. He did say he had a little steering issue going on, but a lot of that can have to do with those ABS wheel speed sensors giving you a fit. And thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. I hope this is helpful.